So Raiders, Chiefs, Monday Night Football, prime time. The world is watching this beautiful AFC West rivalry. As much as the Broncos have been the Raiders' slump buster, the Chiefs have been the Raiders' Achilles heel. You remember last season, they dropped us to 6-7 with one of the worst beatdowns that we've had in several years. It led to you and me coming on this very show afterwards and saying, season's over, pack it in, burn the entire place down and salt the earth so nothing can grow again. Boy, were we wrong. We were 1-4 in a row and went to the playoffs. But all this goodwill, all this momentum, and on paper, traditionally, the Chiefs are the ones to slow it down. How are you feeling going into this long week?
I feel a lot better than I did after week 3. And it's not just because we won. It's because how we won and we were able to sustain that game plan the entire game. We played a full game. I felt better than the first half of the Arizona game, even though we were kicking the shit out of them. Because we showed that we can play an entire game and follow a game plan and see it through for entire 4 quarters. And it came at the perfect time because there's something that we do need to clean up. But that game plan, eating up the clock, keeping Mahomes off the field, don't let him get too many possessions, limit their possessions, right? That's what we need to do. During a game like this, what's going to happen is we want to run the ball, right? And we're going to start off the game running the ball and trying to be effective running the ball. Mm-hmm. And the Chiefs know this, so they're going to load the box up. They're going to dare our quarterback to beat them with his arm, which he has done, but it's been a while. Mm-hmm. Our quarterback has some advantages. Like, although we did have some drop passes against Tennessee, we're one of the best teams in the league at not dropping the ball. We're, I think, number 6 in the league of fewest drop passes. Mm. Where we need to improve is the shots that we do take need to be cashed in. So those are the 2 main objectives offensively. We have to be able to commit and sustain a running attack the entire game. And when we do take the shots, they need to be good ones. They need to connect. Because look, this is, I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm just giving you numbers. We have the 7th highest percentage of poor throws per pass attempt this year. And we have the 2nd worst percentage of on-target throws per attempt, only behind Chicago, and they don't throw the fucking ball ever. Okay? So our throws need to be, when we do make those shots down the field, they have to come through. They have to be on target, and we have to catch them.
How about this? Fuck the Chiefs. Maxx Crosby is going to maim Patrick Mahomes. Nate Hobbs is going to molest the tight end that will remain nameless. Kansas City, we talk about, oh, man, our red zone offense ain't that great. Kansas City has the 30th worst red zone defense. We are going to score touchdowns. We're going to get 6 every time we sniff that end zone.
We have to.
Raiders run defense, pretty damn good. Keeping everyone under 4 yards per carry. We're going to force them to be one-dimensional. We're going to force them to air it out. They want to be they've been trying to be a more balanced offense this season. Right? Andy Reid's like, all right, no Tyreek Hill. Let's try to run the ball a little bit more. They're not going to be able to.
Yeah, I mean,
how about that, Soto?
In a perfect world, yes, I agree.
Put that in your peace pipe and smoke it, Chiefs.
The biggest thing here is we can move the ball into the red zone. You can't beat Patrick Mahomes with threes. You can't. You need touchdowns. And I think that the beginning of the year didn't start off great. I think our quarterback was 33% completion percentage going into game 4 against the Broncos in the red zone. That's not going to get it done. The red zone, he was a little bit better this year. This game against the Broncos, he was 4 for 9, so it was better than 33%, but still no touchdowns. Like, that needs to change. Balance in offense is not all about how many plays you call. It's not all about yardage. It's about how you score too. You need to be able to attack and score through the air and through the ground. That balance needs to be a little bit equalized too.
Chiefs ain't going to have shit on us in the red zone. We're in the red zone. We're scoring.
We need to. Guaranteed. Because
You're going to be ball deep in their end zone. We're not even
Mahomes loves beating us.
It's going to be red because they're going to be fucking the red zone so hard it's going to start bleeding all over us.
Jesus,
that's what we're going to do in the red zone.
That's graphic.
Did I properly paint the picture of what the Raiders are going to do in the Chiefs' red zone? I hope so.
I hope so too.
How about that?
I hope we get it through the air and through the ground. I can give a shit how we do it, but the balance is key. Because look, here's the difference. If we don't start cashing in through the air in the red zone, teams are going to key in on us, and it's going to be murder. It's going to be tough for us to score if we can't score through the air because they're just going to load the box against us, and it's going to be hard.
I mean, defensively, it's pretty much just stopping the tight end, right? Like no one else is really like that dangerous.
Not really. I mean,
no one's like scary. I mean, look, it's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
MVS, right? They schemed MVS open. They use their running backs a lot in the passing game now, which because of the threat of Mahomes' arm throwing deep, you get those huge, big gaps. You get those big chunks where the linebackers play a little bit further back. You know, the DBs are drawn a little bit further back, and those dump off plays, you have a lot of those plays where those running backs are out in the open, and they get a big chunk plays that way.
Look, obviously, you know, Josh Jacobs played out of his mind on Sunday, but other than that, like we've been waiting for the Raiders to put together two complete halves, right?
Yeah.
First half like they did against the Cardinals, you know, second half against the Titans, like offense and defensively, like they've put together some amazing. It's only a matter of time. If we put together back-to-back complete halves, no one can beat the Raiders. Like if we do back-to-back complete halves, and we've been flirting with it for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
it's not we're underdogs, but it's not some crazy idea like that the Raiders can't beat the Chiefs on Monday night. Like it's just literally two complete halves. It's just getting up at the right time. If after the momentum of getting your first win in Denver, you're going against division rival in the Chiefs, Monday Night Football, prime time, this is your time to shine. Like if this doesn't get this team to put it all together, going into let it all out, baby. Drain those balls. You got a bye week next, right? Get it all out there. This is the week 5. You've had over a month now to build this cohesion we've been talking about. New scheme, new coaches, new faces. You had 5 weeks. You got a little bit of momentum behind you. Prime time. This is where we finally put together 4 great quarters. We put together 4 solid quarters last week. No quarter was amazing. Not like, you know, the weeks before where we'd have a quarter or a half that was bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
4 great quarters that we're very capable of. Just got to do them all in a row. Monday night's the night we do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, defensively, we haven't given up that many points, man. We gave up 23, 24, 23, 22. Was it 23? This last game, 23 again?
Well, we gave up more points to the Broncos than they have in any other week. Like we gave up more points to the Broncos in a half than they've made an entire game. So
but I mean, look,
we haven't been great in points. We haven't been stellar.
No, I mean that's look. If you're losing games, only giving up 23 points per game, then that's an offensive problem. That's not a defensive problem. And against the Cardinals, we only gave up 23 points. That last 6 points wasn't against the defense.
Yeah.
So our defense is doing a good enough job to keep us in every single game. The issue is we're not scoring enough touchdowns in the red zone. That's our, because we're getting there. We're just not finishing the job. So this season we have halves where we have given up 2 halves where we've given up 0 points and 1 half when we only gave up 3 points. So it's possible for us if we put it all together to, you know, limit these high-powered teams. The issue is we got to go out and do it.
Congratulations for making it all the way to the end of our video. If you want Darren Waller to catch 20 touchdown passes next season and for Maxx Crosby to have 30 sacks, go ahead and subscribe and click the next video.